Wow.
You practice by yourself, and who got lucky is gonna win this.
Your question, think about
Mouth. Nice.
Oh my goodness, you didn't see that one, did you?
Swerte.
Efren Reyes. Vickery with the break. And a bad break.
he scratched. Efren's such a great player. He just moves around the table so well. Here we have a cluster of balls in this corner up here. It looks like that we have a little bit of a problem with them. Well, he's going to have to shoot the 3 ball here. He wants to shoot the 4 ball in the upper left-hand corner and go into the 6-8 and maybe move them out a little bit.
Now the 1, 2, 3 all going, so
right. He positioned himself in the proper place. Here he wants to split the 6-8 and try to knock the 6 out where it'll go and still be able to get position on the 5. Which he's done rather well. He can make the 6, the 6-7.
That's why they call him the magician, though. He comes up with shots you wouldn't expect.
Well, he's a master at that. He shoots at shots most people don't think of.
But he facially, doesn't he look a little bit like Roberto Duran? Oh, yes.
Oh, nice shot.
Semi-final. Leading 3-1 and well on his way to 4-1.
He's got such a good cue ball speed. His shot making, his break is even improving. The guy's is not bad enough that he plays a perfect cue ball and makes all the shots. Now he's improving too.
If there is a rap on Reyes, it's that he gets to the finals but doesn't win in the finals, doesn't have the kind of mindset, let's say, that
Earl never finished second. Efren is used to finishing second, so I don't know what kind of match it's going to be. I know that both players are equal in abilities.
We do want to remind everybody we have been live all day long, first time in history, but this match was recorded a little earlier in the day. Where's the trouble on this board, on this table?
Well, I don't really see any problems here. He just has to roll the cue ball up, play position on the 3.
Other than playing in finals, which a lot of players would like to have to get that far, do you see one in Efren Reyes?
Maybe his break. Maybe his break is a little under some of the better players in the United States. He doesn't seem to break Nick Varner or David Howard. He doesn't have that kind of a break, but he has a good break. That would be the only weakness I would know of. Upstairs over the 6 ball. This is a hard shot just to make the 5, but to make the 5 and play position 2 is really hard. He has to dodge all these balls.
And that shot was made difficult because the ball was in his way.
Right, he was upstairs.
He sees a slight opening, charge right to it.
March right up there.
See the first 4 balls going.
Yeah, he'll just pull him out. Try to get him a little bit of an angle on the 6. Like so. To get straight in on the 7 ball.
Howard, you see what he wants to do. Howard, a Vietnam vet, an aviation electrician, has a couple of kids.
He just moved the cue ball out. he'd bump the rail here and come out just a little bit. Try to get straight in on the 8. Okay, he's actually over his right-hand side of the 9 ball. He'll have to come over to this side of the table, play the 9 in the same pocket he's shooting the 8.
Again, it takes a while for the players to get used to the speed of this table. So it looks like Howard Vickery makes a move to get back in this thing. There it is. Down 4-1. He draws a little closer. Now it's 4-2. Welcome back to Las Vegas at the Riviera. The 9-ball World Championships. One-man Earl Strickland already in. We got a battle here. 4-2 now. Howard Vickery on the break. Down by 2 to Efren Reyes. Howard is on the board of directors of the Pro Tour. Pros like him.
That was in this tournament. 7 of the balls that he made were 9 balls. He made it 7 times. He hung it in the jaws of the pocket twice. And he had a good breaking fiesta.
7 9 balls on the break.
Yeah.
You know, I've been watching all week long now.
Yeah.
Watch, it'll happen now.
Yeah. He'll just play the 2 ball in here, try to hit 3 rails, and come to this side of the table, play the 3.
Corner pocket. Come around nicely here. Hit this with about a high right-hand cue ball. 1, 2. Just barely missed the 3, didn't he?
Crowd appreciates.
Okay.
Howard has been around a while. Hard to believe, 47
I
years
didn't have
old.
any idea he was that old.
He's getting up there in your class.
Yeah, I'm 49. And just 2 years difference. I thought I was a lot older than Howard. Maybe I just feel older than Howard.
Half the table or just about gone?
Right, he's just trying to get him a nice little angle on the 6 where he can come over and play position on the 7.
I like that little angle we show you.
Yes. I don't see any problems. The only problem he has here is just really getting position on the 7 ball. If he does that, I don't see any problems.
And he does.
Yeah, he's in perfect line for the 7.
Just the 3 balls left. And suddenly, from 4-1, we'd be at 4-3. So you can see comebacks.
Strickland was doing his thing on Breedlove that George ever had a chance to get into it. But now we see that Vickery can
Run some himself.
Right. He's getting chances. He's getting opportunities at the table. And when you get opportunities at the table and play the speed that Howard Vickery or Efren Reyes or someone like that play, they can make a comeback.
There it is, so it's 4-3. Does a player like Efren Reyes, who's been around so long, get up 4-1 in a semifinal like this and think, it's only to 9, I've got this thing, and get over confidence?
If things go your way, it can happen. You just never say die.
A bunch bunched at the front of the table. Yeah, those balls almost jump off the table.
Yeah, they look like they raise up.
And that's a safety and a good one.
This.
Here you would have to kick 1 rail behind this ball, try to hit it solid and stick the cue ball behind the 9.
Oh, what a great shot. That's one of the best shots I've seen the whole tournament.
and this one probably ranks right up there with him.
Look at this shot. There he goes.
Oh,
He nips
man.
it, hits 2 rails, goes up, almost hooks him. He hits the 3rd rail there and almost gets the cue ball over behind those 2 balls.
What a shot.
And Reyes with a safety shows his touch as well. It's very defensive here as the game has gotten a little tighter.
Right.
Vickery a little more deliberate than Strickland.
He's a more disciplined, really a more disciplined player than Breedlove or Strickland. He's more methodical, where they're a little looser. Show a little more flair in their game than Howard does.
Gonna have to bank at least once to get to that ball. I think. Yeah, he did hit that bank first. we see so far.
Right, kicking behind it allowed him to stay down here and send the ball up table, didn't it? I love these shots here. Now this is a jump shot with your cue, with the cue that you play with, the cue that he plays with. Beautiful shot. Looks like he left the combination on the 9.
Ball so hard, so cleanly, and almost threw the ball to get it up.
Yeah.
So here's the combination, the attempt at the shortcut. Well, that was a chance to get a little more breathing room, and Reyes is
Like he should have made that, and I feel like he should have made that. And shots like that, well, that's liable to pump him up. And you shoot the one straight in the corner, hit the side rail, come back across. You may even elect to come underneath the 9. Play one rail across like
That's
so.
what he did.
Yeah, that'll pump you up. Here, what he'll try to do here, just try to get straight in on the 3 to where he'll have him a nice little angle when he shoots and stops. Okay, now he wants to shoot and stop. Play position on the 5. This rack here will kind of call itself.
So you don't see very many problems
I
at all.
see here is he hit the rail here and come across. Are these 2 balls up in the upper corner up here, the 6 and 7? I mean the 7 and 8.
Howard Vickery.
Right, he has to straighten this combination out. It's not straight on, and he has to get in a position to where he can straighten that out.
Now he has a choice here. He can go one rail up, just play it one rail back down table.
Play it 2 rails out of the corner. He elected to go 2 rails. He needs a little bit of an angle. So the area he wanted to be in, he's come a little short of that.
Combination. Keep the 7 ball out in the middle of the table and keep the cue ball out in the middle of the table. He doesn't want the cue ball to get on the rail, and he doesn't want 7 to get on the rail. So he'll have to hit this pretty firm. Have to.
Well done.
Boy, that was pretty. And he's left himself.
I love to watch Howard play. He almost marches to the shot, doesn't he?
He was a
Okay,
soldier.
now he'll just draw the cue ball back here just a couple inches and try to play the 9 straight in. Okay, he's drawn it back a little too far. Now he'll probably play the 9.
Great touch. He used it all, didn't he?
He used the whole pocket.
Howard Vickery, the soldier, shows us
On the break.
It looks like he has the 5-baller.
He may try to shoot at this. He may go ahead and shoot at it.
Well, he went with your option 2, but it didn't work out. Does that leave opportunity here for Vickery?
It's an opportunity to want to shoot it in and draw his cue ball back down table, down to this area right here for position on the 2. This is a very hard shot. Really a tough shot.
Nope. Well, yes.
Looks like he has the gap.
Do you think that was the intent?
No.
Okay. Better lucky than good.
The 2 ball in the corner and bring the cue ball back out here to about the middle of the table for the 3 ball in the corner.
Vickery needed the break, got it, and look at the execution now.
He got a
Tie it
chance.
up, knot it up.
Was down 4-1, came back 4-4. Reyes, the battler.
Wants to come back and tie things up. Remember, it's a race to 9. Earl Strickland already in tomorrow's final. One of these 2.
Yeah, he shoots us in, hitting 1 rail here and comes.
Which way would you play it?
Well, I like playing it to the side rail and out just a little bit, give myself a little bit of an angle to come around 2 rails or 1 rail straight back up. Okay, he bounced off, and now you have an option. He can go 1 rail or he can go 2. It's just a question of...
I like shooting this in with just a high center ball, hitting the end rail and going back up table. It looks like he's hitting it with low left.
on it 2 rails around.
And there it goes. You'll have a slight angle on the 8 ball, but the pros
to straight on shots, don't they?
Right. They need an angle.
9.
Yeah.
They need to be able to go from one place to the next. They need to be able, if they have to, go from one end of the table to the other. And the only way they can do that is they have to secure an angle in their position.
Perfect position. And Vickery's done it again. He came from a big deficit to tie it, fell behind by 1, but again, we're even Steven, 4-1, then it was 5-4, now it's 5-5. Howard Vickery on the break. And to have you with us in Las Vegas, Dave Woloshin and Buddy Hall. And 2 fall on the break, and
If the 1 go down table, or you can push out. This is a good shot here. You could go 2 rails back down towards it, and he's going to push out.
This is a legal push out. Mr. Reyes has the option.
when you push out, now the player, Reyes in this particular case, and see whether he likes that shot or not. You can only do it after a break, only once a game. And if he doesn't like it, he says, okay, you put yourself in this position, you get out of it, and that's exactly what he's done. Now, Vickery will
Howard will
have
have to shoot. Howard will try to thin the ball and come back down table. He'll try to get behind something at the other end of the table.
Push-outs are tricky because you want it to be a difficult shot, but not too difficult because it could come back to you as it did in this case.
For players that you have today, if you push out to shoot, that's what they're going to do. They're going to shoot, and they're going to run out on you. So you have to push out to duck. You have to push out to play safe.
And that's exactly what Howard Vickery did there. A knowledgeable crowd has come to see these semifinals.
A lot of people support the tour. He has a problem here. He's jacked up over the ball. He has a ball sitting over here beside the side pocket. I don't know what to do with this shot.
Except maybe just try to roll it in or something. It's really hard. He's trying to knock it over against the back of the 4 is what he was trying to do. I believe he's left Howard a shot.
I don't think Efren Reyes is very happy with that particular effort.
He's kicking. He's kicking 1 rail or maybe the short rail. Use a short rail. Oh, well.
Oh, my goodness.
Well,
Oh, my goodness. The engine.
well executed shot. That's just a matter of preference then. Go in the corner or in the side.
Five now history. And there are we will see Howard Vickery with his first lead. And when he was down 4-1, it looked as if he was going to do an Earl. He was going to get an Earl Strickland done to him.
Yeah.
It looked like it was going to be another route, didn't it?
Sure did.
Now we find Howard in the driver's seat.
There it is. Vickery's first lead of the day. And he's got the break. That
That's the break.
went
Ball in hand.
in. And the foul means ball in hand. 95% of the time, you're going to make a run. Does this... There's your problems, huh?
Right. These 2 balls look like they're tied up right here in this corner. There's the 2.
3 ball, which is
he
nestled right against the 6 there. And maybe, just maybe, the 6 ball, he can play a combination on the 6 right here. If he can, that'll open up the whole rack.
It looks like he's shooting at something. I believe he's shooting at the combination on the 6 ball. Right.
Wow.
Nice shot.
Is that
opened it.
touch just sitting on the pocket, too? It could have gone in with both of them.
It just gives you an idea of just how well that man thinks. And, the 3 over in the corner. Here's the 6 ball. It looks like it's partially blocking the hole. He may just knock the 6, shoot this in off of that ball, clear the hole. Boy, that's just good thinking.
Yeah, that is. That, I believe, is...
That's good thinking there. That's the difference between what in the pool lingo they call it a shortstop and a top notcher. Somebody that plays pretty good but just can't really cut the mustard.
And I think that a great player like Reyes has so many different shots in his repertoire.
In his arsenal, yeah. Yes.
He measured that 9 ball, trying to figure out where he wants to come back to.
Yeah, I believe he played 2 real position here. 1, 2. That's so big on that shot.
That to him, it looks like a thimble. He doesn't have to worry. And there it is. Guess what? We're tied again. We take a break. Don't go anywhere. 13 went to Efren Reyes, so he leads 7-6 and breaks. And 2 balls fall.
He made 2 balls on the break. Well, the break cue is designed a little differently. So here he has a problem with 3s right up against it. I don't see anything for him to do here except play safe on the 2. But back to your question. The thing about...
Oh, my goodness. You didn't see that one, did you?
The break cue is designed a little different. As a rule, it's just a little heavier. It has a flatter tip. It's designed to 0 English with no English at all. In other words, hit it with a flat ball so the cue ball can stop out in the middle of the table.
And knock the other balls to kingdom come.
Right, right. Just the opposites of cues. One is for dead center English and the other is to play with.
After the remarkable shot, the safety, and remember, he's shooting at the 2 ball down on the other side.
Yeah, you can play this bank.
He goes straight on, and
he's trying to bring the cue ball down. I believe he got lucky. I believe he managed to get down far enough to hook him. I believe I would have played the bank, yeah. Now, here is a shot that comes up. He has a shot here to bank the cue ball, the side rail, and come into the back of the 2, knocking it over to this side of the table and sending the cue ball down table. That's what he's trying to do. He hit it a little too full.
But it goes!
Right on, they call baseball and football a game of inches. You might call this the...
Turn in. Right. He was trying to play safe. He accidentally kicked it in, but that'll be fine.
And he played safe. He left Howard a really tough shot here. I believe he can hit enough of the ball to make it, but I don't believe he can do anything else to shoot.
The safety's not available. He has to dodge these balls, or he has to.
Oh, what a shot. Nice shot.
Boy, again, he gets that last turn to fall.
What an amazing game this is. It looked like it would be a rout like the first semifinal we had. Remember, Vickery was down 4-1. He's been down by 4, 6-5, 7-6.
But he just wills himself back in. 5-5. We've been tied at 6-6. Now we're tied at 7-7. Don't forget, it's the first one. Vickery has knotted things up 7-7 as we go to Game 15 in Las Vegas. Dave Woloshin and Buddy Hall, happy to have you with us today live on ESPN. Some history today, the first time that we've had a major pool tournament live on TV.
He does see things, though, that mere mortals do not.
Right.
Not calling you a mere mortal, because I've heard you called the Jack Nicklaus of the game, and that one
I see.
You saw correctly.
Yeah. Well, he played. I think he left Howard a little bit of the 1 ball. He may be able to hand the safety right back to him. Right, here's the one ball. You hit, bank it one rail out. Try to keep the cue ball over behind the balls, either the 5-3 or maybe up behind the 7. You want to keep the cue ball right up here in this corner. That's perfect.
Interesting how when we've had ties before, this is the second time, when it gets close like this, suddenly it becomes defensive, particularly this late in the game.
Right.
Oh my. If that had gone in, they'd have been hooting and hollering. They still are appreciative of the safety when you go after the ball, but if it doesn't go in, at least
They call that. You shoot at the ball, but there's a pretty high percentage of the safety. Here you just come across the top of the one, knock it down the table, and you just miss the
bump into the 7. Bank the one rail out, try to drop him over here behind the 5-3. Good shot.
Bit of chess going on right now.
This match started out like it would be over in 50 minutes.
Or less.
Or less. Oh, look here, he almost kicked that ball in. He kicks so well, he hits the ball so square.
Smack dab in the middle without a whole lot of trouble elsewhere. That looks as if the door is open now for Howard Vickery.
Right, he kicks a lot of balls in.
Finally. Some offense.
Here he just wants to make sure he stays with a little bit of an angle so he can go down table for position on the 4. Here's the 4 down here. He wants to stay to the left side of the 3, leaving him enough angle, like so, so he can come down table for the 4.
Does he get far enough?
Yeah. Yep. Hammer it a little bit. Hit it with a center cue ball. He has to pop it, hit the rail, and come straight out. That's the only thing wrong with it. He just has to pop it a little bit.
Just like he drew it up. Efren Reyes worried he could fall behind for the very first time in the match. Things appearing more and more that that's the way the storyline will read.
Howard he just come to play, didn't he? 6, 7, 8, 9 left on the table. Now it's just the 7, 8, 9.
He did bring it back.
Now
like
here's
it's illustrated.
Right now,
preference here. He can play the cue ball 2 rails, or he can play it 1. It's just a question of what you want to do. I prefer to play this.
But it looks like he's addressing it 2 rails. That's too dangerous. You can.
Worked out okay though, for Vickery in this particular instance. But I hear what you're saying, especially with the speed of these tables.
Right.
Howard Vickery, his first lead in the match. There it is, 8-7. Now, buddy, tell me, how much of an emotional charge and a letdown for Reyes does
For
it?
the World Championship. I'd like to be the champion of the world this year.
Couldn't pick a better. He's got his foot on the hill, isn't that what they say?
It's on the hill. He is on the hill.
Needs one more win to get over the hill, and there is.
He had a shot.
Yep. Nothing falls. So we'll see
You
what.
just play the combination on the 2, sticking the 1 right there where the 2's at. The 3's down here at the other
He
end.
wants to bring the cue ball back out in the middle of the table so you have a nice little angle to come down and play position on the 3. He's done that nicely. Advancing to the finals.
Got to come a little further, or is that okay?
Come around 2
Well, that's
rails.
all right.
He don't want to run into anything. He just wants to hit 2 rails and come out up table for position on the 4.
Come between the 9 and the 6. Oops, he's underhit it. That could be trouble.
Whoa.
This could be trouble.
It was so close. You saw him breathe a little heavier right before that shot.
Very careless of him there.
Reyes sees that maybe there's a slight opening for him to get.
Yep. There, the 6-ball passes by, so what he'll try to do, he'll throw the 4 in the corner pocket. You do that with a little low right-hand cue ball.
We call this throwing the ball. We actually throw the ball in. Oh, he's overcut it. Oh, it went
does go. Woo! He's had a couple of those breaks.
Match.
Now he's left himself in a touchy spot. Real touchy spot. Here it is. He's overcut the ball, but he still caught just enough of the pocket for it to drop in. Here's
Now he has options. He can either
across the corner, one rail. This is the shot I prefer. You have a built-in safety with it.
He's playing it across the side.
He does, and it won't go unless that thing comes a long way and it stops.
A chance to finish out, to get over the hill, goes awry.
Oh, that was a golden.
Right there. My goodness.
The 6 dropped that time. That was maybe the 6th.
It might be. Well, they say the straw that broke the camel's back.
The master with authority. Look where that cue ball ends up. An easy shot.
Boy.
We're about to go 8-8. Hill to hill.
Golden opportunity for Howard to advance to the World Championship.
He'll go back to that 6-ball if Reyes wins game 9. Reyes had the 4-1 lead. Vickery came back and took an 8-7 lead and had a real golden opportunity to win this thing. Couldn't put away Reyes, and now we'll see what Efren can do. And how do you plot this one out? Semi-final championship, I should say, between these two.
Not at all. He could elect to play safe on this, too. It looks like he's shooting. He's drawing his ball a little bit.
Wow. Yeah, a little English on
Location
that.
right there is where he wants to land. After he shoots the 4.
Come back, and it does.
Perfect.
Well, he's the one gentleman that has had no problems with the speed.
Right. He doesn't know whether he wants to bank it or shoot it straight in. I don't know if he can shoot it straight in. He looks like he's shooting it straight in.
That might have been the first shot. Woohoo! That's the first shot to test the 30-second shot clock right there.
8-8. No one's going to say a whole lot. Now what is he thinking?
Well, he could either shoot the 6 straight in or play the combination. He may play the combination.
Playing pretty good for a combination.
The 6-ball did in Vickery. This is the most important shot, maybe, and he made it work. I don't see a problem from here out, do you? Which did in Vickery could very well give Reyes the victory.
Right.
Now it hits hard, pumping 1,000 miles a minute.
Yep. All you got to do is knock this one in to advance to the finals.
So we can set up our final. It's Efren Reyes. He'll take on Earl Strickland. Good match, though, between the two, Vickery and Reyes.